always begin with my Neutrogena oil-free grapefruit acne wash, and then I continue on to tone my face with my Clinique toner and moisturize with a Paul & Joe facial treatment oil. It leaves my skin nice and smooth and moisturized. And of course I tie my hair back. And then I'm going to go in with my Nars Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. I'm in Light 3. And I put that on my fingers, and I usually dab it on my face first. You guys wanted to see how I use this product with a foundation brush, because I did say that when I want full coverage or fuller coverage, I do use a foundation brush instead of my fingers, so I can kind of pack the color on where I need it to be. This is a Sonia Kashuk foundation brush, just a basic foundation brush. And I kind of do short strokes at first, concentrating in the areas that have blemishes or bumps or discoloration. And what's beautiful about this tinted moisturizer is it can cover your blemishes that you need to be covered, but it does let your natural skin shine through, which I'm really appreciating, because I do have really good areas of my skin at the moment, but I have a couple breakouts that I'd like to cover. I always smooth it into my neck, even though it really matches my skin very well. I just find that my hands warm the texture, and so it smooths in really nicely onto my jawline and neck. I'm using my Kat Von D Tattoo Concealer in Light 16, and it is amazing. It's very heavy coverage, so you only need a tiny bit, and it covers all my redness and blemishes and leaves my skin looking natural but perfected. I've been using my YSL Touche Cloud lately because since I bought it, I haven't really used it at all. Personally, I don't find it to be that great of a product. I'm just trying to use it because it is YSL and I feel bad. But it's nice to brighten your under eyes naturally. But I do find that if I have under eye circles, my Kat Von D concealer works just as well or better. I always go in and smooth it with my fingers just because you can absolutely see the brush strokes. So I always smooth it with my fingers, and I do the same thing on spots. It really helps to lighten those spots, so I do like using it that way. Then I use my Chanel Universal Loose Powder. It is so great. This is my second package of it, and I just usually pat it over spots where I really need the foundation and concealer to stay, wherever I'm having blemishes, instead of swirling it into my skin right away, because that kind of buffs the liquid foundation or the tinted moisturizer and the liquid concealer away. So I do like to pat it in first gently, and then I can smooth it out if it looks powdery, which it never does. And then after that, I use my Dior Nude Bronzer, which is incredible. I got it at the beginning of this year because I knew my skin would be paler than it was. And now it's working very well in my transition to tan skin again. And I just apply it in the little hollows of my cheekbones, which aren't very prominent, but you know, where I'd like them to be. And on the sides of my temples and hairline, down my nose and down my neck. For blush, I use another Chanel product I love. It's their blush In Love. It's a very, very vibrant peachy tone with gold shimmer. So if you don't like shimmery products, you're not going to like this. But it does look really nice in the sun because the shimmer isn't chunky. It's very natural, and the texture is so smooth and so beautiful. You just need a tiny bit and you blend it in. And then for a highlight, I use MAC Perfect Topping Mineralize Skinfinish. I don't use it under my eyes and on the tops of my cheekbones like I used to. I really use it on the tops of the apples of my cheeks because I was watching a movie from the 60s, and one of the characters had her her highlight right there, and it was just so much more flattering, and she had kind of a round face like I do, and it just looks a lot better. Then I moisturize my lips with Maybelline Baby Lips. I have the mint one, which is really nice. It's very inexpensive. I put on my eye makeup, and voila! That is what I look like for my everyday makeup, pretty much. I'm gonna go watch my high school friends that are younger than me get their prom pictures taken, so this is my kind of everyday done-up look. Alright guys, I hope you have a great day. I will talk to you soon.